Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look again at Bitcoin, double checking a few key factors. It does look like this head and shoulders pattern's still in play, but once again, we have a lot of different scenarios that could essentially take place here moving forward. So we're not going to get stuck on just patterns alone. We want to look at some other things as well, just to kind of see where we're at. Keep in mind, today's Saturday, it's a weekend, trading weekends can always be fairly volatile and unique in a lot of ways, which we are learning as we progress throughout each weekend. Now, what we can see here is some liquidation levels here at higher price points at about 60,000. So just to kind of jump right in there, we can see 60,000, 59.9 as that upper level liquidation for the most recent time frame. Okay, now again, is that level going to get swept? Hard to say, but it is also just a relevant thing we need to be aware of, okay? Keep in mind too, there's a ton of liquidation down as low as 52,100. So again, that's much further away. Wouldn't be surprised if we see 60,000 hit and then the price pulls back for a double top, or the price just continues further higher for next wave up here. So again, we can talk about that. But the truth here is there's a lot of nonsense, and a lot of people in my community are talking about, trading into the trend. Well, I just got to be honest with you, folks, there's no trend right now. The price action is basically range bound between 54 and 59,000, and it keeps just getting more and more aggressive. So I would just recommend kind of urging some caution here, but the truth is, the big picture, we have a pretty macro situation here, a fairly bearish macro situation rather, and that's pretty obvious to me. So again, we got a lot of resistance in certain areas, 61,500 being one of those, the more recent point of control, and then we got 58,500. So we got to be paying attention to one thing at a time. So right now, 58.5, we close above that today. There's a solid chance we could see a continuation higher. Again, this is a weekend, a lot of false positives occur. I would just be very careful trading into a weekend like this with high volume, or I guess you could say liquidation, right? Liquidation will occur if you have high leverage. So low leverage is definitely preferred. We do take a look here at the RSI. We can see RSI is under 50. Money flow index is still pretty low, and stochastic swinging up. If stochastic does continue higher and the price stays roughly where it's at, that could essentially show us a further downside. We do see a MACD convergence here, of course, as of today. Of course, it's standard when the price action pushes up the way that it is. And we got a more recent point of control at 58,000. So with us being above that here today, that is a positive sign on the macro. If we do take a look at the SMAs, we can see we're coming up against some resistance though. Okay, $59,000 range. We've got the 20 and the 200-day SMA hanging out right there. That's generally considered to be unfavorable. We do take a look at the 100-day SMA. That's right there trending with this descending trend line. And again, this descending trend line is still getting tested. We still haven't broken above it. And even once we break above it, doesn't mean we just go crazy with long positions, because we've been duped many times in the last month or two with the price action breaking trend lines and the price action pulling right back. So all the more reason to just kind of pay attention to, I would say, overextensions. And in this case here, we can see RSI, stochastic RSI, is starting to hit its top or getting closer to its top. So this little swing here, this little uptrend, which we've seen has been continuing for quite some time here. We got about, 7 4-hour candles. We are probably due for a correction in the next 8 to 12 hours, okay? And just based on natural progression for TD sequential. And we take a look at other things here as well. We're over 50 on the RSI, that's positive, absolutely. MACD is converging, and the 4-hour time frame is above the 20 and the 50-day SMA. So those are good signs here on the 4-hour time frame, letting us know a potential retest of this $59,000 range is likely. Okay. Now when we take a look at the hourly, we can kind of confirm here we're above all moving averages. We take a look at the Ichimoku cloud, and we've just broken above the Ichimoku cloud here. But again, keep in mind when we have range-bound activity like we've been seeing, the price action breaking above or below the cloud kind of means very little, because if you look here, oh, we broke above the cloud, price drops. And then if we come down here, oh, shoot, we should start shorting, price goes up. Oh, great, this is awesome, let's take a long, price goes down. It's literally been a ripsaw, and I just want you to be careful this weekend trading. I would recommend waiting a little bit longer, or perhaps just, wait on the sidelines. There's nothing wrong with taking it easy for a day or two and coming back refreshed on a weekday. Again, that's my personal opinion. I have the time to be able to do that. And, some people prefer to trade weekends. But once more, at this point, there's no definitive direction, but we can summarize that the hourly time frame is giving us an indication that the price action could continue further higher. The 4-hour time frame also tells us that, but we got to be mindful that the macro on the daily time frame is still not looking favorable, and there's a lot of reasons why we're not in the clear yet. Okay. But again, breaking this range of 58,500, closing above that today, I think that'd be a pretty solid consideration for the price action continuing further higher. Okay, all right. Hopefully that makes sense and I clarified that correctly. Make sure you join us over here with BitUnix Phenomenal Exchange. Link down below for some excellent rewards. Make sure you use my link to register just so you get those benefits. And if you want to join us over on Twitter, Telegram, Discord, and now TikTok and YouTube Shorts, those are available for you too. I appreciate you nonetheless. Thanks again so much for watching. We'll see you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.